Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my page. In today's video I'll be taking you guys on how to make this simple front zipper on kaftan as shown in the video. So I'll be taking you on the process of step by step process on how I was able to achieve this kind of results. It's actually very easy and very simple to know. So do well to watch the video to the end as we start our video. Without no further delay, let's proceed on our video. First and foremost, you get your invisible zip that we'll be using for the front. So after you get your invisible zip, you have to iron it out. That means you have to open it straight on both sides as shown in the video. So make sure you watch the video to the end and you don't skip any part so that you can understand the video in full. And if you need to watch it over and over again, you can also do so that you can get all what will be doing together. So after that, you get a long pieces. This pieces is 5 inches. Then I fold it into two, having 2.5 on both sides. Then I add stay to it because I love working with stay. It really makes my work look neat. So after you've cut out 5 inches, then you fold it into two, then you add your stay to it. Then after that, you take your front borders. This is how I make my front borders most times. I apply stay half of it. Then on the mid part that we have that we will be fixing the zipper part, you add stay to it also so that you can have a smooth side to it. Then after you've done that and after you've cut out your front borders, before you can now come here to proceed on this one. So then after you've done that, you all what you need to do is measure the length you want to use, your desired length. For this video I'm using 14 inches. So measure your desired length you want to use. So it can be 14 inches, it can be 10 inches, it can be 12 inches, depending on what you want to use. Then after that, you use what is it called? What I'm going to say, the wideness of your that you want the thing to be, the wideness. For this, you can make it 1.5 inches, but for me, for this video, I'm using 1.2 inches as the wideness of where we are going to fix our zip. So you divide 1.2 inches, you divide it by 2, you'll be having half point one, that is half inch point one on the table if you have to use decimal points. But if you have to use what is it called, calculator, you'll be having 0.65. So that is what you're going to use. You roll it down as shown in the video. Can you see what I'm doing? You roll it down, then after that one you measure 1 inch upward from your 14 inches. Then we are going to use it to notch whereby we have our what is it called, arrow shape kind of form or the down part of our opening. So this is what I'm trying to do here. So after that you make a line, or you make a line whereby you are going to notch what you want to do. So I believe you should follow this video step by step. You actually get all what I'm saying. So just if you need to watch the video over and over again, just do so to watch the video. So this is me cutting it out. Can you see as shown in the video? I'm cutting it out. I get to that part, I measure 1 inch up, I notch it out like this. Can you see? Then after notching it, I also notch that part to where I chalked for the 14 inches. So this part is going to help us in opening our, can you see what I'm doing? Can you see it on the video? It's going to help us to open the front side of our kaftan. So remember we use 0.65, which is half point one. That is what we are going to use to open this what is it called, this our the neck, the front side as shown in the video. Can you see what I'm doing? So we'll be using the 0.65 to open it on both sides, because remember we are working with 1.2 inches, the width of where we are going to place our zip. So you also fold that same part again on the other side. So just watch, just take your time to watch the video and understand it very well. It's simple, it's very easy to do, it's very easy to make. So you can make it on your customers wear, or maybe you want to style your clothes by yourself. Then after that, you open the part like that on both sides, and you see you open the part like that as shown in the video. That is the notch part that we have. Then you open it. I skip some of the videos not to make this video too long, in case if you see some kind of things that you don't really understand, but it's something that I'm going to explain. So I skipped some part of the video not to make it too long. So after you've done that, you open it like this. I've shown in the video. Look at the results we have. So now we have our, what is it called? We have our opening at the front. Can you see what I'm saying? We have our opening at the front part. Yeah, very nice, looking good and fresh. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are a new or first time subscriber watching my videos, please do well to subscribe. That is the way you encourage me to make more videos. And also drop a like, comment if you watch the video to the end. If you find the video useful, please drop a comment and like and share to other people. So after that one, now we want to fix our zip on what we've cut. So you have to use the invisible zip footer. If you haven't get one, I will suggest you get an invisible zip footer. So it's what we're going to use to fix our zip on it. Then after you've done that, can you see the gator line we have at the midpoint um of the pieces we cut for our zip? That is how you're going to fix your zip, making sure that the teeth of your zip is on the gator line. So you have to use your hand to adjust it very well, making sure that the teeth of the zip is on the gator line that we folded. The pieces are going to use to join our zip on it. Then the first line I'm making, as you see, the first stitches I'm making is for you to be able to hold the zip down on the cloth before I sew close to the teeth of the invisible zip. So the first stitches I make is to hold it to have a neat job. Then as you can see now, I'm sewing at the tip very close to the teeth of the zip, that is the invisible zip. That's why I suggested that you use an invisible zip footer, because it's going to help you. And all what you need to do is to take your time, because once if your needle should pierce on the teeth of the zip, then the zip is damaged. So you have to avoid that. To avoid that, you just have to take time, be careful, and use an invisible zip footer. So after you've done that part, and you see as shown in the video, you zip it up. Then after zipping it up, you take the other part and you place it on it, making sure that you are having that straight line at the middle. Don't know if you understand. This is what I'm trying to say. Can you see what I just did now? I take the other side, the other part of the other place, the pieces that we are using. Make sure that you cut out 2.5 inches. It's better you have excess of the pieces. For this, I cut out 5 inches initially. I added my hemi gum and I fold it into two. So I'm having 2.5 inches. So it's the same thing we are going to do here. Can you see the zip? The visible zip of this one is facing this side, while the other one is facing the side. So they are fixing each other. So then you also do the same thing, which is you take your first stitch on it to hold down the zip. And can you see what I'm doing here again? That the teeth of the zipper is on the gator line that I got for the midpoint. Can you see? So this is how you going to fix the zip on it. All you need to do is take your time to do that. Take your time to do that. You don't have to rush, because I skip the video a little bit and I fast forward the video a little bit, not to make the video to be too long. So after you've done that again, you place your zip close to the teeth of it, your invisible zip close to the teeth of it. And if you watch closely, you could see that I did not what is it called, I did not finish my stitches to the end. No, you don't really need it. All we need to do is just for us to be able to get some part that we are going to use. So this invisible zip I'm using also, I forgot to say it, is the long, I think it's the longest invisible zip that I use. So that is why the thing is long like this. But as we proceed to the video, you will understand better why it's like that. So after you've done that carefully and very well, this is what you'll be having. And mind you guys, the materials I'm using is actually a material that is very stubborn. It's a very stubborn material. It's giving me some kind of little rumples on it, even though I added stay to it, so it's nothing to worry about. It's the fabric itself that is having that kind of issue. So it's not the work actually, it's the fabric. So if you are using a better fabric, then you have a smooth work, I can assure you that. So after you've done that, can you see the result of what we have now? So the result is given already. All what you need to do is to open that part and you add your emi gum to it to hold it down. So it is step by step. If you haven't subscribed up to this point, make sure you hit the subscribe button. That is the way you can support me. I don't have an online class yet or a physical class for now. For people that are messaging me if I have an online class, no. All my videos are free. Just learn and share to other people so they can learn from it. So then after you've done that again, you add Emi gum also to the other part of it. So after you've done that, I skip that part. Then you come here in placing our zipper at the front side. So as you can see, I'm measuring it because I'm using 1.2 initially. That is the width of how I want the front to be. So I'm using 1.2 as shown in the video. Can you see? So it's what I'm taking time to measure, making sure that the part that we have our zip, that is the midpoint, is following the gator line, meaning is at the middle. So these are what you need to take, these are what you need to be aware of. These are what you need to put into consideration. You can say that the midpoint of our zip is in the midpoint, that is everything is at the middle, is sitting very well at the middle. Then after that, you cut out an enemy gum like this, then you divide it into two, you place it down. That is how we are going to use our enemy gum to hold down the fabrics on the cloth before we sew it, making sure that you did not use, or you do not have the opening more than what you want to use initially. So we are having 1.2. I'm taking my time to cross check it so that one part will not be bigger than one part, and to make sure that everything is going to fall, like everything is going to align properly well. So as you are doing, you take measurements because your hand can mistakenly shift the cloth, or mistakenly push one part not to make it balance. So all what you need to do is to take your time. As you place your hemi gum, you cross check your measurement before you give it the before you press your iron on it. So after you've done that again, can you see me? I'm cross checking at the midpoint to have my 0.1 inch on, from the midpoint from here to that side is 0.1 inch. From that, from the midpoint to the other side is 0.1 inch to give me my 1.2 inches correctly. So after you've done that, and you know, okay, yes, that everything is in place, then you go on to use your iron to press the heat on it. So the uh, any gum can really align on it. Then after that, you shape out your neck as shown in the video. Can you see? You shape out your neck. So then after you've done that, all we need to do is to proceed to the machine. To sew what we've used our hemi gum to hold down temporarily before we sew on it. So that's what I'm doing. We have to add hemi gum to every side to make sure that the gum or is holding onto the clothes very well, so that it won't really give you that kind of problem while sewing. So to know that it has done like half of the job you want to do, then you proceed to the machine to sew on it. So after that one, you change your invisible zip footer to your normal foot. That's what I'm trying to do. So I skip that part. After you've done that, then you sew on it. So watch closely, because you will have to sew at the tip of it. You have to sew at the tip very close. That is how you can get a neat job and a perfect job. So you have to sew at the tip. Can you see what I'm doing? You see? So at the tip round. Can you see what I'm doing? So all you need to do is take your time. You don't have to rush. I do, if you watch my video most of the time, I do say that you don't have to rush. A good job goes with proper handling of the fabrics and not watching. Watching does not make you an expert. All what is just going to do is make you make mistake. But if you go gently, you're definitely going to have a neat and perfect job. So can you see, our outfit is actually ready. That's why I said it's very simple to know, it's very simple to make. So if you are seeing this video for the first time and you don't understand, you can send me you can drop a comment in this comment section, and I will help you on your questions. Anything you don't understand, you can ask me question on it. So after you've cut it, please make sure you do not zip your clothes to the tip, because once if you do that and the zip mistakenly removed, then that means you've already spoiled the work. So all you need to do after you've trimmed out the edge, that you've trimmed out your neckline, make sure that the zip is at the midpoint of your kaftan, of your work. Don't zip it out. Once if you zip it out, the work is gone. The work is gone. All your effort and work has already been wasted. So please don't zip out, don't zip it out. Then after that one, you cut out the excess you have. After cutting out the excess, you proceed to your weaving machine, you weave it. So I skip that part not to make the video be too long. So this is what we have. This is the result after weaving. You iron. Then after that one, you proceed on to join your back to it. That is your back borders. You join it, then you add your what is it called, piping to it. So if there's any video you want me to do, make sure you drop in the comment section and I will be glad to help.